What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're making a sign for our buddy Jeff out of a beautiful piece of pecan. So let's get started. Alright guys, so as always, we would very much appreciate it if you would hit that little subscribe button, hit the bell icon. We're knocking out projects like nobody's business. You guys don't want to miss this. Also, we got the big March giveaway. I will put a video link in the description. You can check out all the details. So every January, our buddy Jeff Dale puts together a sign exchange for the Make a Wood Sign tribe. It's all the people that are part of the Facebook group, and there's a bunch of us. And so this year, he drew my name, I drew his name. So what I decided to make for Jeff is the patch of his motorcycle club. Jeff's a Navy veteran, and he was in combat, and he's real big into this motorcycle club. So Jeff, when you see this, because you better see it, I hope you like this, man. Let's get into it. Now, we didn't show the layout process because we've done that on a ton of videos, and if you want to check that out, you can click this little box right here, or I'll put a link in the description below. Because there was some thin lines in there, I had to take about 15 minutes and just draw in the lines that didn't show up. We got 3 coats of clear on this to make sure that it doesn't smear as I'm working it. Let's get to work. The first bit we used on this sign was the carving liner, and we went at 1/8 of an inch deep. There's some really fine lines on here, and that's exactly what the carving liner is for. It's a single flute bit, and you can't go too deep with it, but when you have fine detail work, this is the bit that shines. Then we switched over to the profile bit at 3/16 of an inch deep. We're going to do the outside of the skull with this, the actual shape of the sign, and then also all the lettering. The lettering in this is pretty big, but we want to start out at 3/16 to make sure we get all the sharp points, and then we're going to go back a little bit deeper to give ourselves some more room. Now this is where we drop the profile down to about 1/4 of an inch. It's really tempting to skip this step because you feel like you're redoing your work, but trust me on this. You want as much room around your carving as you can possibly get. Now I'm going back with the 90-degree bit at about 3/16 of an inch deep, and I'm going to take out every piece of wood I don't want in there. This step took a while, but it's a lot of fun. Alright guys, so we got all the carving done. Now we're going to cut our shape. This is going to be totally different than anything I've done, I think anything than Dad's done. We're going to do an octagon shape, and we're just going to measure out from the sides, make our straight lines, and then do 45s to the edges. You'll see what I'm talking about here in just a second. So we measured 1 7/8 inches all around the carving. Then we used a straight edge to give us our lines on the sides. Once you have those, use a big 45-degree angle square, and you can make sure that all of your lines are going to be the same length. So each one of these lines is right at 8 inches. It's kind of complicated to do, and to be honest, it took quite a bit longer than the video's making it out to look. To be honest, I probably should have used a different saw to do this, but I really like using the bandsaw, so that's what I did. I used a handheld belt sander to get the edges nice and flat. Then we sprayed it black. Now we don't normally spray black when we're power carving, but because this has black lines in it, the background's all going to be black, we taped off all the areas that we don't want any color and sprayed it. Then we used the 60 grit on the disc sander and the 120 on the random orbital to take off all the black we don't want. For the power carving around the edges, we use the Kutzall Extreme Coarse disc on the angle grinder. This thing really removes some wood, but it's pretty dangerous, so make sure you have all your safety equipment on. I'll leave a link in the description below if you want to get one of these, and we definitely recommend them. To smooth out the power carving, I used a 120 grit disc on the disc sander. This really made it come out nice, and it didn't take very long at all. Alright guys, so we got about 10 thick coats of clear on this sign. Now, because this is for our buddy Jeff, and because I'm sure that there is significance in the coloring of the logo, we're going to paint the skull. My personal style, I would do kind of a black and white or gray type thing, but this is for Jeff, and this is for his club, the way his patch is. So, we're going to get this painting done, and that's the last step, hopefully. Let's get into it. Said, guys, I'm generally not a fan of color. I'm more of a black and white, simple kind of guy, but I have to admit, that looks pretty awesome. Jeff, we matched the colors best we could, man. I hope you like this. If you have any questions at all, you can email me, Ryan@makeawoodsign.com, or email Dad, Eric@makeawoodsign.com, and we're happy to help, guys. Don't forget about the March giveaway, and if you have any questions, leave a comment. Let us know what you think of this. Did I screw it up with paint? Did I make it better? Let us know what you think. All right, guys, we'll see you on the next one. Bye.